and put each one of them in a glass jar, half full of water. This jar was large enough that the mice couldn't get out of it. So the professor counted for how long for each mouse to struggle, trying to survive, till eventually surrender for drowning and die. It was just 15 minutes in the village before the mice surrender and die eventually. So the professor did the experiment again, but this time with some changes. This time, when he see the mouse is about to drown, he pulled the mouse out of this jar, dry the mouse, let the mouse have some time to rest, and then put it back in the jar. And he did that with every single mouse, and recount the average time again. It was in the first experiment just 15 minutes. So, how do you think it will be this time? 60 hours. Yes, hours, not minutes. In the first experiment, the mice lost hope so quick because they made sure there is no way out. But at the second experiment, they had a previous experience that in any time, someone will pull them out of this jar, so they continued willing the circumstances has just become better. Chief Judge, fellow members, honorable guests, this story come again in psychoanalysis books and come a lot to tell us and remind us how hope and optimism are so important in our life. Regardless of the psychological experiments results and what they say about hope and optimism, there is a point that I want to aim some light on, which is how the psychological state and the physical ability are relevant. You may sleep for enough hours. I don't know, maybe 8, 9, or even 10 hours a day. But in spite of that, you feel you have no power to go to work. While in the same time, you just sleep for 1 hour and then jump like a monkey off your bed to prepare an enjoyable trip with your friends. You may sit in front of your desk at work, thinking that you are not able to do anything because you have no enough power. While in fact, you have enough and more, but you have no will to do what you've been asked at that exact moment. What I'm trying to say here, ladies and gentlemen, that your mind imposes chains on your physical ability, or at least delusion you that it exists, to tell you that you have no power, to tell you that you are not able to do anything, while in fact you have a giant within you. You have an infinite potential inside you just waiting for you to correct it. Waiting from you a hope to break his prison and see the light. But it's so sad to know that there is a lot of people die before they unleash their giant within them. And if you ask them why, what are they going to say to you? I guess nothing but just flowing on you a lot of excuses. And if you ask the mice at the first experiment, why wouldn't you just swim for over 15 minutes? Why just 15 minutes? To be honest, I don't know what are they going to say to you, but I guess there is nothing but excuse and nothing but excuse. But when you add to the equation hope, the 15 minutes gonna become 60 hours. And do you know how many times we need to multiply 15 minutes to become 60 hours? It's 400 times. You know what does that mean? It's mean because of hope, the mice could multiply their effort from 15 minutes to become 60 hours of struggling. Because of hope, they unleashed their giant within them and did the impossible. So guys, you want to see your infinite potential? So guys, you want to unleash your giant within you?
Yes.
So I can hear you.
Yes.
Yes. So what are you waiting for? Are you waiting from me or anyone else to correct you?
No.
Or you wait from me or anyone else to deliver to you a hope on a plate of gold? Ladies and gentlemen, if you just let me give you one piece of advice, what would it be? Don't wait for anyone to give you anything to become the one that you always wanted to be. Because with optimism, you can motivate your own self. With hope, you can build your own future. With belief, you can make your own glory. With belief, you are capable of everything. With belief, you are simply unstoppable. Just believe in your infinite potential. Don't let others tell you what you can't do. Don't let the limitations of others limit your vision. If you can remove your self-doubt and believe in yourself, you can achieve what you never thought possible. Just what, ladies and gentlemen? Just believe.